Ndindi Nyoro ni mundu mwega na ni arutite wira no ni araingiria maheni thiini wa siasa he budget yo kire bunge iria tumite maisha ma andu marituhe muno ya kuongerera budget ya ofisi nene ya president. Mundu uria arehire muswada ucio bunge na akiutetera muno kuri mundu ungi wothe ni Ndindi Nyoro. Andu itu jabe ndimugeithie na ndimwire ni hamarĩtwo njĩtagwo Anthony Rungu wa Karumba na niĩ nĩ Gen Z 001 thĩinĩ wa bũrũri wa Kenya, na nĩ ũhoro wĩna kĩeha mũno tondũ mũthĩ anake a kĩharũ matikenete ona hanini nĩ ũndũ Ndindi Nyoro nĩ arokire ira thutha wa ithuĩ kũmũ-challenge atĩ ndokire kũria andũ aitũ uhoro uyu wake wa kuhingura kiama na kurugama president. No riria arathire kuria aratwarire andu anduthia marutite all over ginya na ti uru tondu riri ithuĩ turi bururi umwe no na ikorwo muru no agire andu kuria kugira arehere no wega tondu turi ruriri rumwe na turi andu amwe. No twire Ndindi Nyoro atiriri uhoro uria wi wama ihinda rĩrĩ rĩothe rĩ nĩkĩ gĩkĩ areciragia gĩratekire 2 years nĩguo atue itua rĩa kuga atĩ rĩu we nĩ one term na nĩ ekũrũgama na kĩama gĩake. Ũndũ ũrĩa ũngĩ gũtirĩ hĩndĩ tũngĩaka bũrũri witũ kũhũthĩra njĩra cia maheni. Ndindi Nyoro nĩ mũndũ mwega na nĩ arutĩte wĩra no ni araingiria maheni thiini wa siasa na kiu ni kindu kiuru muno ta andu tutangitikira kuhuthika na nikio ndiramura mutigetikire kuhenio ni mundu tondu riri gutire ri tungiriganirwo ni maundu maria wekire we riri arari chairman wa budget tondu aingatirwo tene muno ni hindi yo turaga guku street ini cia Nairobi na kunaku gundu guothe nginya Muranga na hindi yo tukigerwo ngero na tukiuragwo. Ndindi Nyoro niwe wari haria agitwarithia muswada ucio hituke uria macokire makiurega baadaye na riu the same person no roka gutwira ati riu nionete andu acio ni oru na andu acio mabati mainuke no nake riu ni ekumaingata. Undu uria ungi ni riri Ndindi Nyoro ri thiini wa he budget yo kire bunge iria tumite maisha ma andu marituhe muno ya kuongerera budget ya ofisi nene ya president. Mundu uria arehire muswada ucio bunge na akiutetera muno kuri mundu ungi wothe ni Ndindi Nyoro na niho mongereire ofisi yo 2 billion ati umuthi uyu turariria budget ino Ndindi atindaga agitwira uhoro wayo. A budget in a deficit ya close to 1 trillion. Niodo mundu witagwo Ndindi Nyoro ni atongoririe bunge mahitukie kindu gitagwo increment ya budget ya ofisi iria nene. Noguo ri ithuĩ gũtirĩ hĩndĩ mũngĩhũthĩrwo nĩ mũndũ oke kũmwĩra ũrĩa marĩ oru ũrĩa we ehe mwananchi but in real sense ni guthimara ndunguma no ni aramenya uria areka. Noguo no nginya mu make sure ati tutigetikire kiharo itu ni mamundu no rute wira no riri ndimurie no mwitikire kuhuthirwo ni mundu ati tondu ni okite no na barabara rauga akite na tairo ici akirite. In fact tairo ici akirite arutaga ku ni kambuni ire mwe tairo ici akagira tairo icio kiria gikira mairathi na ndekire no na tirathi ciothe cikiretwo. Ndindi Nyoro ni very crafty okire kiharo irathi iria kirire ni iria cikuri hakuhi na bara na main road kuri andu maragera niguo mugoka kuhura gibindi moka hau mukihituka muri ageni mukihituka bara muona uguo mugero ici irathi agicoka project iria ciakitwo na bara iria ciakitwo mbere yo ni mubunge uria ariho mbere yake kana tauri ni governor agioka akinyita agiambia gwikira ibao akiandikaga this road from here to there constructed by a patronage ya Ndindi Nyoro. We reka inde mwire andu aitu ithuĩ ti kũhũra tũrahũra Ndindi Nyoro, no nginya tũmwĩre maharĩrĩ, na kiugo kĩrĩa tũmwĩrĩte kĩmwe nĩ atĩrĩrĩ, mbere ya ugĩte nĩ ekũrũgama president abe apologize kũrĩ mbeũ njĩthĩ arĩa moragirwo kũrĩa street-inĩ tondũ nĩ ciana cia andũ take. Ũguo aroka gũtwĩra ĩkĩ na gũtwenderia motivation nyingĩ-rĩ, no nginya make sure ciĩko nĩ ciatwarana na ciugo ciake, na ithuĩ gũtirĩ hĩndĩ tũkũmũthikĩrĩria ta andũ anini agĩte aciari aitũ, na no nginya tũmwĩre ũrĩa kũrĩ, tũmwĩre ma atĩ Ndindi Nyoro we no ngiũke kũrĩ Akenya ũmere sorry nĩ ũndũ wa bill ĩyo ya 2024 ĩrĩa wahĩtũkirie we, na ĩgĩtũma andũ aingĩ mũno magerere ruo rũingĩ, na kĩu nĩkĩo kĩratũma tũkorwo twĩna machungu maingĩ ũguo. Na ngĩrĩkia, mbeca ici ciothe ũrahũthĩra gwĩta live-rĩ, atĩ ũkarĩhĩra TV ciothe-rĩ, wĩkĩrwo live nĩguo heni andũ-rĩ, mbeca icio ko ũtangĩnyita woyo no korwo nĩ vijana a Kĩharũ, tondũ no korwo Kĩharũ nĩ ĩkĩte project icio ciothe, vijana ingĩ mũno matirĩ na wĩra ko ũtangĩnyita acio-rĩ, wambe wĩke na kĩndũ gĩtagwo sampling, ambĩrĩria na Jerusalem before ũkĩte kuga nĩ gũthondeka bũrũri, na nĩ ũkũhe vijana wĩra, tambo wambĩrĩrie na vijana arĩa harĩa haitũ Kĩharũ, ũmahe wĩra, na oho make sure atĩ mbere ya wambĩrĩrie campaign ciaku gũthiĩ kũndũ kũngĩ, you have apologized to the Gen Zs and to the young people of this Republic of Kenya. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Thank you. Go. All right. Thank you very much, fellow Kenyans and members of the four states. My name is Anthony Karumba, Gen Z 001, and the incoming Kiharu MP, kwa sababu saizi Kiharu is at a crisis. Let me first of all say that we are in times when the individuals, some of them who want power, are crafty and thinks that they can use whichever means to lie to the people. And when I'm speaking about this, I want to be very categorical. Honorable Ndindi Nyoro, this is your week, because you launched your party and you actually misused Kenyans' time when you called for a live press to give a declaration only to come and tell us the obvious things that we expected from you. Now, Honorable Ndindi Nyoro, when you see us zealous addressing you, it's not because we are fighting you, but it's because we know that Kenya, for it to change, it is until we put and we tell everybody the truth. Now, Honorable Ndindi Nyoro, since 2024, during the controversial finance bill, you are the person that made us, particularly the young people of the Republic of Kenya, to go through a lot of agony and afflictions because you had to please your bosses by making that controversial finance bill pass. Out of that small process that was actually a way of power between the people and the MPs who were to pass the bill, and the people had already spoken and said they don't want it, you, Ndindi, was in the front line to make sure that the bill passes. And it is out of that we, as the Gen Zs, we lost so many of our people to the grave. You voted yes. And therefore, Ndindi Nyoro, if you want to address and if you want to rise from Kiharu to the national politics, there is one thing that you must do. In Kenya today, the percentage of the young people, we are over 70% of the population. And we want to tell you It is until, first of all, you apologize to the young people, the Gen Zs who were killed, the families that were killed. It is until you apologize to them because they lost their people. We lost our comrades because of you and your craftiness. And we will never forget. Yes, we forgive, but we can never forget. And Honorable Ndindi Nyoro, I want to tell you, and the people can bear me witness, that of course you have been a very promising MP and a leader in Kenya. But now the channel and the route you are taking, sir, you are a disgrace to this republic. Because of this, yesterday, you went to Kiharu after we challenged you, and we told you that you should have started by asking the permission from the bosses, that is the Kiharu constituents. And yesterday, immediately, forthwithly, because you're a person of PR, you went to the ground. You started with Makuyu, Muranga, and you went there, did your PR, and now you want to lie to the people that you're working with the core principles of the United Opposition and you are ready to work with them. But Honorable Ndindi, let me ask you, one-term slogan started in 2024. By that time, where were you? Were you a Kenyan? Or you are so busy that you couldn't tell what is happening in the country? Still in 2025, the same you, when people are saying that they are tired of the afflictions caused by the bad governance, you are there saying you're still weighing and you need time and you're elaborating economics and how the crisis of the country economy is and how the solution should be. But in real sense, you all this time, what have you been thinking? So that you can take 2 years to decide that now I am convinced that I should join one camp. Even yesterday when you went to Muranga, you're there saying Harambe, Harambe, and people are telling you one time and you're shocked. Yourself, you're like saying the word one. It's not coming out from your mouth well because you don't mean it, bro. All you're doing is just hoodwinking and testing the waters. And we want to tell you this, Mr. Ndindi Nyoro. We are the people, as the young people, who say that we don't want politics of tribalism. But truth be said, that you as Kiharu MP, you as Ndindi, fact be told, there is a lot of things that Ndindi comes as a holy angel that he thinks people don't know. You have introduced styles. In the past, you have seen even some of the members of parliament, even from actually the government side, coming to your constituency that they are benchmarking. But there is one thing that we want to ask you. Yesterday, when you went to Kiharu, the motorbike people that you had imported from other neighboring counties, the millions of shillings that you spent to pay live coverage from the mainstream medias and even the online medias yesterday, and even during your press that you're doing, where are you getting this money? And is it making logic that the youths of Kiharu, we have had recruitments around the country of different uniform quotas and all that, institutions. And there are those people, when you are the chairman of budget, you are in a position to help your people indeed, to get work and job opportunities. But right now, after the scripted fallout, because you want us to believe that indeed you fell out with your supporters, the administration, but we are here to believe you. And here is the fact. You, Honorable Ndindi, when you're going around the country, I think it's not long time ago, I think it's 2023, when you were the chairman of budget, and even 2024, The same people that you are going around with are the same people that indeed right now we believe you want to craftily say that you're fighting them. Look, Honorable Ndindi Nyoro, one big question that comes to you is this. You have said that you have no problem with everyone and anybody who is saying one term and actually who is in the united opposition. And you have even said that you will actually be among the principals. But do you know, for everything you must pay the cost. And the biggest question is that why have you taken this long? What were you thinking? What did you need to be verified? Because the most appropriate time that you would have declared all these things that you said this week was 2024. After you saw that humiliation the young people have gone through, the humiliation of the economy, the humiliation of the institutional operations. But all this time you are thinking. What were you thinking, Mr. Ndindi Nyoro? And finally, to the leaders of the opposition, we want to tell you this. Before you can tell us that indeed you embrace and you will work with Ndindi, make sure that indeed he comes into the public and makes a public apology to the young people because of a misleading discretion that he made that led to the deaths in 2024 and 2025. And also, Mr. Ndindi, we know that when you stand to tell us that indeed you want to vie for the president, we want to ask you, this party you have come with, this party of People's Party, something, the big question we have is this: who are the members? Because you said you joined it. Who are the members of this party? Because there is no way, not unless you tell us that you are very, very unique and special, that you want to be one man to save Kenya alone, and which we know and we feel that there is a lot of things that you are not telling the people of Kenya. And that is why we are saying that indeed, Honorable Ndindi Nyoro, we stand to question you. Na nikuulize hivi kwa Kiswahili. Jana ulienda Muranga ukazunguka kuanzia Makuyu. Ulikuwa na vijana wa bodaboda. Na vijana wengi sana huko Muranga saizi wanalalamika kwa sababu wale watu wengi ulileta pale, ulikuwa umekuja na zile sarakasi zako, umechukua watu kutoka Nyeri, kutoka the neighboring counties, ili upige hiyo kipindi yako ukisema ati umekujia blessings za watu wa nyumbani. Lakini ukweli ni kwamba wewe Ndindi Nyoro na PR zako, sisi hatutakubali kama vijana ututumie vibaya. Wewe ulikuwa wapi all this time? Ulikuwa unafikiria nini? Ati wewe unakuja saizi unaanza kusema harambee one time, harambee one time. Na saizo wewe mwenyewe hata ukisikia watu wakisema one time unashtuka. Actually mkiangalia vizuri, wakati Ndindi Nyoro anasema one time, anaisema hata haikuji kutoka kwa mdomo yake, because ni kitu ambayo haitoki yeye. And for that reason we want to tell you, you must make sure to save and to manumit yourself and your fake discretions that you have made of trying to con the people of Kenya. You must make sure that you come out clearly to the people, the families that lost their dear ones, and to us and you apologize and you tell us right from here, you even need a baptism. I wish that the core principals who have been leading the United Opposition should baptize Ndindi Nyoro so that they make sure whatever he's speaking actually mean it. And finally, switching gears to the national matters. It's quite sad to see that we are approaching elections and this has become a propensity or a trend of violence. That indeed, instead of our leaders competing with ideologies, competing with policies, competing with principles, is all about taking advantage of the poor, the less privileged, the unemployed young people, to give them handouts so that they make it difficult for their competitors actually to articulate their issues to the rest. And we want to condemn with the highest terms possible the violence nature that is being introduced to our country. I want to tell you, good people, there is nothing good better than peace. The peace of a nation is what will make us manumit our economy. Right now, if you look at the economy of Kenya, we are talking when we have a debt that is so huge and giving a very big burden to the people. And if we allow and we condone the culture of violence, even the tourists, the businesses, the foreign direct investments, the EPZs and manufacturing and the job opportunity, the industrialization will not have a room, because the foreigners will also fear our country. And good people, it is not a good picture that we are seeing when we see all around that in any rally there must die people, there must be victims of injuries, of violence. Fellow Kenyans, I plead with you that this is the only country we have. And let us not be deceived by ravenous, selfish individuals who only think about me. To give you, the young people don't have employment, some tokens to cause kills and to kill your brothers and sisters who you know, in case of crisis and problems, they are the only ones who can wake up and help you. And therefore, I want to tell you, moving forward, please, good people, we as Kenyans, we have one thing in common called love. But the political class, they have one thing in common called love for power. The love for power is so dangerous because it makes people become animosious to the point that the only thing that rings is they can do anything and everything to get to those positions. But you and I, the common Kenyans, if today you go to feed your kids, if today Kenya is to be burned down, you go nowhere else to run to except this country called Kenya. And therefore, good people, moving forward, I call on to you, good people. We introduced 6 policies at the young people. The policies of good governance, the policies of end of corruption, end of tribalism, end of, injustices, accountability and transparency. And how can we really identify the real leaders when ourselves, we allow the same people to come to us and manipulate young people to cause violence? Please, I will only tell you that we, the young people, particularly those who are used, and they are not many, with the young people we have a long way to go. We will live together more than those who are in power and they are already in their way to retirement, and some of them in their way even to retire completely and go to heaven or wherever they will go. But you and I, who are in 20s, who are in 30s, who are young, we will see each other. We will build Kenya together. And that means the only thing we can do is you become my keeper, the brothers and sisters keeper, and make sure that we together protect each other and preserve the integrity and the peace of our country, so that even the generations to come will actually applaud us. Thank you very much, and God bless you. I'll be switching now.